Professional online. Casual match. A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Low kicks are a no-go. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Drive boosted Hadouken. Did well to get the buff in there. With that drive impact, you get punished. Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Leg shake! Player 1 holds that back row was huge. Still scrapping for control of the space. Here comes the corner pressure. Gets him with a Euro step. Oh my god, what can F them? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 2 turns, what a finish! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sticks the combo. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Blocks the jump in. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Holds out with a block. Next hit will end the round. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Brushes off the impact. forcefully closes the gap. Smart play with the throw. Did this super art connect? They exchange blows. Decides to meet them in the air. Good judgment there. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Throws him from above. Okay, here we go. Pumps the brakes on the impact. The drive impact doesn't work. Both sides getting ready. A fireball at that range. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Whoa, hold on. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him. Neither of them willing to back off here. Misses the drive impact. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. Jumps in. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. They were right to be on guard. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Who's going to start things off? Throws a fireball. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Punish is there with the drive impact. Really laying on the pressure. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Uses the gauge for a super art. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corners. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. We have a super art on deck. Burnout activates. Knockdown and... Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jumps in. Anti-air in the clutch. Jumps up. You've got to be mindful of... Reads the jump in perfectly. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? How did they read that throw? That's a bit of OD spice there. In attack range. What are they gonna... Will this super art do anything? Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Goes up above? Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Lynching! What's next? Player 1 has a big drive gauge lead. What are they gonna do? Impact squash! Player 2 needs to take knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. This is gonna hurt. Player 2 needs to... What's this Chico Huddle gonna do? Flatline zone. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. It's smart play to stop the opponent there. And they convert this punish counter opportunity into something. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1, they've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? One shot is all both. Burnout activates. Long range fireball to break the silence. Blocks the impact, experiencing burnout. Neither fighter can use their drive move. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Roughing up the body. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful. Hits him with a stopping body. Uses the target combo as a filler. A quick read. They're going for the super art. Gets carried to the corner. Player 2 has the super gauge experiencing burnout. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Player 2 KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. That barely connected, but it still counts. Gets the cross up. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Raise on the pressure with the projectile. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Taking stock. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? The jump-in is denied. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Jumps in. There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Ooh. Brushes that off and keeps going. The throw whiffs. Barely blocks the jump. Excellent block. But solid anti-air.
Over nothing!
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Jump! Sets up with the jump in. Connects with the throw. Both absolutely refuse it. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. What are you jumping in for? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? There's an overdrive Hadouken. Who's going to steal this win? Bumps up. Drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up!
This burns out.
Not so fast!
Oh, combo. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Looking for perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, kisses the fireball. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Drives in back, misses. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO.
This fist.
Player 1
is
takes the
everything.
round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Grabs them. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. That combo did decent damage. They return to center stage. Going in. Jumps in. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Are we gonna see a comeback here? What'll happen here? Get and whip! They're wide open! Turns up, bends it on the fireball! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's get this mission started. Showtime! Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Overdrive. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Lots of aggression from both sides. What are they thinking here? Throws them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. All that effort for so little payoff. Knockdown. Checks him with the boom. Neither of them willing to back, experiencing burnout. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Brushes off the impact. Does a good job of pushing back. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with the block. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault. Player one just goes for it at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Catches them dozing off. A quick breather. Jump shot up earth. Cranking it up. Throws them. Going in. Goes solid puncher. Expect to see some added pressure. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits them with a stop and box. Oh! Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. So they break forward to pressure the opponent with the throw. Solid blocking. Decides to meet them in the air. Who will use their drive first? What'll happen here? Both fighters KO! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Looks to add more pressure by carrying the projectile. Grabs them. That throw will do some good damage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player one has the life lead. Charges forward. Jumps in. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Knockdown and... brushes that off and keeps going. The drive impact doesn't work. Player one can't go solid puncher. Expect to see some added pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Barely blocks the jump in. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Looking for a hold. Grounds him from above. This is a critical moment. The drive gauge is screaming. Turns out. Player one pumps the brakes on the impact. Denies the jump-in attempt. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Who will come out on top in this final round? The low kick hits. Oh, the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Both absolutely refusing it. Absolutely relentless. Uses their drive gauge. What now? Keeps them out. All in with the rush. Burns the gauge on the... They are done. Best believe it's time for that run back. Connects with medium kick. Gets scooped from down low. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Does a good job of pushing back. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Checks with a medium kick. Jumps up. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Who's going to hit them with a stop and pop? Checks him with the boom. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. They're backed up into the corner. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. There's an overdrive on. Somersault kick stops them cold. Sonic boom. Denies the jump in. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can it turns out? Player hits them with a stop and pop. Letting it all out. Tops off the tank and scores the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Start things off with a jump in. Who's going to steal this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Taken springs forward with the drive rush. Hit that with confidence. Burns the gauge on the super. Oh, here we go. Can they make them? This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 is up, sets up with the jump in. Excellent block. Drive and back misses. The low. What now? There's a burnout. Oh, kisses the fireball. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. And whiff! They're wide open. Checks them with the boom. Long low attack hits. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Jump in finds the mark. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. That's one huge life lead. Is it KO? Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Brushes off the impact. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Throws them. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Nice counter. There's a change of side. Going in. Fantastic awareness. Throw leaves them wide open. Oh, the throw connects. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. The jump in catches them. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off. Next hit will end the round. Hold your breath. Canceling each other out. These fighters are in sync. Player 2 chases them down. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
From up above. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Going wild with Shout of Earth. Can they keep on him? Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player 2 needs to use the just goes for it at this range. Risky up close, sets up with the jump in. Noticeable, that's how you close it out. What a beast! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Blocks the jump in. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Goes for the drive rush there. Knockdown. How is this round going to develop? Neither of them willing to back off here. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 can't use any more drive without they were not cleared for takeoff. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Sonic Boom! Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 has a slight life lead. A quick breather. Somersault kick stops them cold. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. What'll happen here? Backstep rolling attack. The fighter's reach goes to the air. This can lead to some big damage. Low heavy. Knockdown and burns the gauge on the super. Custom, what a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're finally brushes that off and keeps going. Misses the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Does a good job of pushing back. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive move goes for the super art. Going wild with Shout of Earth in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight!
Hits them with a stop and block. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in blow range there. Player 2, miraculous grab. Both fighters planning something? Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Good somersault kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Hugs nothing but air. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Checks him with the boom. Are we gonna see it? Oh, sniped! Oh my god, they just choked it up! Quick breather. Gets him with a Euro step. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Hits the drive. What now? Life flatlines him. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things off with a jump. Gets some big game on the wild hunt. Catches them. Somersault kick stops them cold. Scrapping it out up close. Running all in with a rush. Both sides getting ready. Drive and links it. Player 1 crowns him from above. Finds the target. Dashes out the cage right there. Shreds them with a critical.
situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this.
Okay, here we...
Hugs nothing but air. Danger. I called it. Goes in time to end it. Never ever miss a chance to show off the fancy stuff. Player one comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Show me everything you have.
My pleasure.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Reads them. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. That's some big juicy damage on that counter move.
There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished.
The big play does it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express.
From low heavy to...
Looking to plant them with a pile driver.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Jumps. Target lock and scoop. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their perfect KO. They were in full control there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Well-timed command throw there. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Ooh, brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Jump? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient experiencing burnout. Tomahawk Buster! Player 2 has completed their KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Just saw him coming and goes for the Boris anti-air. Was hungry for the grab. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Throw leaves them wide open. In there! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Casual match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Shall we begin? This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Throws him down. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Grabs them. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws them. What's next? Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Yoga flame. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Burns them up. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Here's to a fair round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Goes for the command grab. Player 1 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Takes a trip. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Decides to meet them in the air. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. What'll happen? They're going for the super art? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Jumps. Connects with medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh, says no. Burnout activates. Cannon spike. Escapes with the reversal. Just goes for it at this range. Spin drive smasher assault. Fires off the Grenoble. The super connect. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. They start the offensive by charging forward. Brushes off the impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Difficult situation for a throw. Throws him. What's next? Goes for the super art? Recovers from burnout. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Edith experiencing burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Just goes for it at this. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and running. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Hits them with a stop and vibe. It's a good spot to use the super. The fighters return. Just goes for it at this range. Not much life difference. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Jumps up. Beats them and goes stone cold embrace. You can't block those. A jump in. Flatlines them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Whoa, hold on. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. The jump in catches them. Can't tech the throw, takes a trip. Player baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Kenobo wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Can they stop this light lead from getting bigger? That's a big gap. Who's going to... They're going for the super art? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Departure set. One chance here may end this match. Perfect KO. They were in full control there.
JP.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're...